Hello, everybody.
Hello, Mia.
Hi.
Nice to see you.
No, likewise. Hello, guys. Hello, Hans. Oh,
Two for the price of one.
lots of you joining us today.
Yeah, we're
Yes.
all so excited. What can I say?
I'm excited.
Even me.
Yay. So we'll just wait a few more minutes. I see we've got Hein from Gauteng. We've got Wayne. Hello, guys. Obviously, our head office people. Hoe gaan het, Hein?
Goed zelf.
Goed, dankie. Met John en jou nou bel nie?
Sorry?
Jonathan, het hy jou al gebel?
Nee, nog niet.
Okay, ek gaan hom remind sodra ons hier klaar is. And then we've got Kayla, who I'm going to introduce to you when everyone is on the call. She's going to be a great help to all of us with our social media going forward. We actually haven't done a Zoom in a long time. It's quite nice to connect with everyone again.
There's lockdown Lisa.
Lisa, how are you, Lisa? I think she is having a little bit of trouble with electricity, and that's just a few more of the head office team joining as well. So yeah, we'll just give it a few minutes. Just wait a few more minutes. It's just gone 1 minute past 11. I'm sure a few more people will jump in. Ask everyone to just mute themselves, if you don't mind.
Good morning, everybody. Can you hear me? Good morning. How are you?
I'm just going to ask everyone to mute themselves, except myself and Kayla. Hello, Shane. Jeff, hi, Jeff. I think everyone's still connecting to audio. How's it, Shane?
Hey, Mia, how you doing?
Good, and you?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
No, good.
Yes.
We just got back from a very, very nice property viewing now. So
Awesome.
yeah, I managed to get you on time.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Great stuff. Great stuff. Hi, Lisa.
You're looking very bubbly.
Hi, everyone.
This morning.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. It's because I knew I was going to be on TV, so I have to look the part.
But let's hope it's going to be a good one.
Yes, yes. So I'm just going to ask everyone to mute themselves for now. And then I think it will just help us with some of the background noise. Cool. So we've only got 45 minutes cap on this call. So I don't want to waste any time. I'm just going to jump right in. And yeah, we'll just, yeah, as people join, they can just join us. And I am recording it as well. So for those that obviously couldn't be on the call today, that they can listen to it afterwards. So thanks so much for joining us today, guys. It's really nice to be with you guys, even though it's an online call. I was just really excited after I met with Kayla to chat about our social media strategy going forward. And I really wanted to use this platform to share it with everyone, because it's very difficult to do so on a WhatsApp, or even a phone call. There's so much that goes around it. So I'm going to just, give the floor to Kayla. Just as an introduction, Kayla, you want to maybe just tell everyone a little bit about yourself, where you're from, what you've been up to, and how you're going to be involved with head office going forward.
Hi everyone, so I'm Kayla. Born and raised in Durban, so I'm a Durbanite through and through. I used to be a professional dancer, fun fact. Lived in Paris for 5 years. I've always been in a creative and artistic industry. Came back, COVID kept my husband and I here. We were supposed to be going back to France, and COVID's lockdown hit. So we were thrown into trenches, started our own business. We full-time, part-time sell smoothies, part-time social media strategy and management. I got inspired to get into this industry because of starting the smoothies. We started a smoothie company from scratch. So I had to build a brand, create the brand, sell the brand, convey it to everyone in Durban and kind of get it moving. And through that, learning about, the aspects of social media and strategy and all of that, mixed with, I've got 2 years of a psychology degree that I didn't finish thanks to UNISA. So the mixture of the two of those things, being intrigued by the psychology of consumers and all of that, and then also creating a brand and seeing how important it is to brand your business and to communicate what you want to your consumers, I decided to get into social media marketing and strategizing for companies, creating, brand image and all of that. And that is how I reached out to Mia and Jono. And I basically said, I feel like you've got more that you can communicate to your consumers. You are a brand with so much history. You've got so much to, sell and get across and reach, that social media is a great place to do that. And I basically, I've been speaking to them about strategy and how we can change everything moving forward, what we can add, what we can take away, and just basically streamlining everything so that we can make a fluid platform that's organic and kind of like reaches a bigger audience on a more simple scale. And so that's me in a nutshell, really.
Awesome. Yeah, so as you all know, we've always tried to do as much as we possibly can in-house and then share it with the group in hope that they would share it on their pages, which has been happening in the last couple of months, which has been really, really great. I've just felt like it got to a point where we needed to be doing a little bit more and maybe a little bit more intentional social media posts. I am a big fan of the United Nations Days. I just love that. But Kayla actually pointed out to me in our initial meeting that when you go onto our AKITS real estate Facebook page, you met with quite a lot of that, and people, she can talk about it a little bit more in a bit, want to actually, you want to give them good content when they visit your page, whether it's on Instagram or Facebook, and it not just be a happy World Book Day, but actually constructive content that will benefit them and that ties back to real estate. So we then met a couple of times and we started putting together some strategies after looking at what a lot of our competitors are doing on social media, and also, looking at what we have to offer them. So I know as a brand, we don't want to just be selling properties on social media, even though that is the main goal, is to get more sellers and more buyers, but it's also brand awareness and then to educate our clients on the different services that we offer at a head office level, but also on individual office levels, and really just be current in terms of your current listings, your current sold mandates, what's been sold. I think as a buyer or a seller, even nowadays, a lot of people do go to social media to have a look at that agent's profile or that officer's profile before they contact them. And we've basically seen this, in the industry. It's not just walking into a front shop or picking up a phone. People are starting to do homework on social media as well. And I think if you can tap into that benefit and have the correct presence that will draw sellers or buyers to you, then it's even more to your benefit and that of your office. So we started chatting and basically put together a social media strategy, and we will be sharing that going forward with everybody. I just recently shared the September one with them, Kayla, that we did. So maybe you can just tell everyone the importance of mixing it up a little bit, as opposed to just happy Monday every Monday, happy weekend every Friday, and then the odd sale post here or there, and the benefits of changing it up a little bit.
So for me, and with the experience that I've had personally, I view especially Instagram as an active brochure. So rather than printing 1,000 leaflets that you're now trying to hand out to people to read, you've got a live platform where you're reaching the audience that you want to reach, whether it's people that might be interested in buying in a few years' time that don't have, a situation where they can actually buy, or someone that is thinking about selling but not really sure if it's the right time, or everyone in all of their different circumstances and situations. You're reaching everyone on one platform, and that platform has the ability of creating affinity with those people. So you are now presenting yourself in a certain way that's making them not only trust you, but want to work with you because they feel like they know who you are. So I mentioned to Mia, I said, you see on all of these for sale signs and all of these sold signs and all of these, to let signs, the face and the image of the agent that is working on that specific thing. And the reason you see that is because that is supposed to create affinity with the people that are being drawn to that sign. So that when you phone that person, you know what they look like and you feel like you know a little bit about them before you've even phoned them. So you're comfortable to phone them. Same goes with social media. Social media, you present yourself, you present your teammates, you present your brand, you present what you believe in, you present what you have on offer, you present what could be on offer, you present what you're working on, development-wise. There's so many different things that you can get across to people, and it's not just a leaflet anymore. Now it's an active brochure. So in terms of changing it up, yes, change it up, keep some world days, keep some of those things. If they're important to your brand and your image, then keep them, but don't make your entire page about it. So if someone's looking to invest in a property and they need the advice, perhaps, they want to be able to know that they can go onto your page, go onto your highlight, click on it and get all the advice that they need without having to scroll and look through all of the world days and all of that. So it's about being organic, it's about being fluid, it's about being easy to understand and to reach and find, and also being findable, because if someone's looking and they're interested in property and they're searching for property, they're not going to be looking for, those world celebration days specifically. However, if someone is looking for property and they also find those world days important in to themselves in their own, priorities and whatever, then that'll create that affinity that'll get them to be more interested in your page and to see, yes, okay, this is the kind of company I'm looking to work with and maybe invest with and to trust and all of those things. So
awesome.
Yeah.
I'm just going to ask anyone if anyone has a question during the recording to just pop me a message under the chat box. I'll unmute you and then we can ask some questions, because this is also for me quite an interactive session. I do want to share what we've put together for September, the remainder of September, and talk into those different things so everyone understands the reason behind why we've chosen those things, and then share my screen and share with them what we've put together, rough drafts of some of those reels and stories that we've been working on. So if anyone does have a question, just pop me a message on the chat box and I'll unmute you, and then you can fire away. So I'm going to start by sharing my screen and just going through that social media strategy that I've shared with everyone on the group on WhatsApp. So we obviously we are going to have a slightly different social media strategy than an ACITS Hillcrest would have from a head office level. It would be slightly different to what it would be from an office level, and then likewise again from an agent level. So what that we have shared wouldn't necessarily apply to every individual, person or office. We would obviously adapt it for you to suit your office, and that's where Kayla can help with. Sorry, I'm just quickly downloading this and my internet is just a little bit slow. I just want to try and make it bigger. Won't be too long. Just whilst it's downloading, the first one that we had there was a property for sale. So on that particular day, you would choose your, let's call it hottest sole mandate or latest listing, your newest listing to, that you have for your office. And that is what you would share with your audience on social media. So we've just been doing up until now the traditional, you know, kind of tile, the square tile, and putting it on as a post on Instagram. But what Kayla's introduced me to that I knew a little bit about, but not too much, is on Instagram, your stories and your reels. So that is more like a video image of the actual property that you have to showcase. I'm just going to quickly see. Deborah's saying we're looking for sellers, so we'll definitely get to that because that's one of the posts in this social media strategy that we've got lined up for the month. And Kayla can also tell us all a little bit more about that. Okay, so can everyone see my screen where I've now made it bigger? Can you all see? Okay, I've muted everyone, but I presume that you can. There we go. Just hold on 1 second for me. Sorry, guys, about this. I'm just trying to get back to where I was. Come on.
So there's a lot of things to actually think about with regards to the different types and different ways that you post. So a reel has more organic growth than a post. The more it is viewed, the more Instagram pushes it into search sites. So by organic growth, I mean, I can have 2 reels of the same thing. One is of a cup of coffee and someone's just picking up and drinking it. The next one is of the barista making it, and it's so well videoed and put together, and the information is interesting. So everyone's spending more time on the barista video and less time on the cup of coffee that someone's picking up. So the cup of coffee that someone's picking up will reach 100 people, while the barista reel will reach 2,000 people. And the only way to explain that is through algorithm. Instagram has its own algorithm. It sees and it finds the content that is quality and that has more interest, and it pushes it to a further audience. So it's quite like, it's interesting when you look at the different, you know, types of and different ways of posting, and it's actually, there's a lot more that you can get out of it than just.
Yeah. Can you all see my screen now? Kayla, can you see the screen with the layout?
So I can see your WhatsApp chat and the top of the picture, but I can't see the entire picture.
Okay.
Sorry, Mia, may I suggest, if you look at the principals group at Mia's post, you can just click on it on your phone and then it goes to the full screen. You get a better view.
Yeah, I've actually downloaded it, and I don't.
On your phone, on your.
Yeah, I've downloaded it, and I don't know why I'm seeing something different to what you guys are seeing. But nevertheless, I don't want to spend too much time on your phone. So I'm going to just go through it. So property for sale is basically the first one. So on that one, we've been working on an example of a reel for that, which I wanted to just share with you guys to show you. Kayla, I think this is something that you sent to me as well yesterday. Sorry, guys, I'm just struggling a little bit with internet at the moment here. So what we've done is we've put together templates of stories or reels that we would use for property for sale. So essentially, if you've got 5 listings, you would change them up by posting once every week. And all you would then do is use our template and then go and put in your images and your information, whether it's 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom, what the price is, etc. So here is an example of a reel or a story that Kayla has been working on. I'm just hoping this will work now. It is just beautiful, isn't it? Oh dear. Sorry, guys. I don't know if there's load shedding somewhere or why I'm struggling so much with
We've got load shedding in Westville.
yes, actually. I do.
Yeah, we've got load shedding in Westville.
I don't know if it's the internet, it's just really slow. I'm calling in my left hand. Can you guys see that?
Yeah, that's better. We can see that now.
Much
Thank you.
better, yeah. I think I'm not.
Okay, so that's just one example of a little reel and a story that Kayla's put together. I really love that. I know it's sort of been done, but I haven't really seen that it's been done that way. So when we had our initial meeting, we wanted it to be current, so doing what our competitors are doing, but with the AKITS, you know, company kind of colors and layout. So this is a really rough draft. We haven't made any changes to it. It's very raw, it's very rough, but it's just so you can get an idea. Kayla, is this the same one or is this a different one? I think this was the update.
No, that's for Contact Us. So
Okay.
that was
I'm gonna show
email
everyone this
addresses.
as well. So we've been working on a
Yeah.
template that we would then, you know, share with you as well. And this is just for your contact details of your company, your office, or as an individual agent. Okay, so I think you can just kind of trying to get the where we're going with the reels and the stories. I'm going to just open it up to the floor for a couple of minutes, just for anyone's comment or question up until this point. If anybody has any questions, I can unmute you and you can ask away. They're very shy, Kayla.
Hello, Kayla. Kayla, I just
Yes.
want to find out, are you going to approach other estate agents with the same, or are you only going to concentrate on us?
I prefer to work on one brand in one, you know, aspect. I would never ever approach a competitor.
Okay.
That would not
Because previously,
work out too well.
especially in the upper highway area, you've got the problem where somebody comes in with a great idea, and then the next week they go to 30 other companies that's in the upper highway area, and then you're just chasing your tail the whole time.
Everyone's doing the same.
No, so that's,
Perfect.
I think that's a pro when it comes to working with an individual as opposed to a company. I'm not approaching masses. I don't have the time or capacity to be working for masses. I'm focusing on individual companies that I am particularly interested in. So I would never.
Perfect. So we must just keep you busy so that you don't go anywhere else.
Exactly that.
Thanks.
Yes,
So
of course.
that's a good question. And, you know, how we got to know about Kayla is actually through the body corporate side of the business. It was her father, Ian Booth, that is a trustee at one of the blocks that Jono managed. And then obviously she is also a chairperson on another block. So that's how we got to know Kayla. And that was one of the first things we actually discussed. And she said, I want to do it exclusively for AKITS. and nobody else. So for that, I can give you my word for now that she is not advertising herself to be a social media person for any and all real estate companies. She will do it for other clients, but in other industries and for other businesses, applying the same kind of principles, but in their industry. So yeah, I've hooked her in, so don't worry about that. I also think being a chairperson on an existing body corporate where AKITS is the managing agent, she has got first-hand experience at being a client for one of the services that we offer. And I think that is one of the benefits that we've got with pulling Kayla into it, because she also is looking at it from a client's point of view, an existing client, even though it's for a different service. But yeah, that is definitely one of the benefits, I think, in this instance. So what I've done is I have opened up our Instagram page, our AKITS one. I'm just going to share my screen again. I really hope that it's going to work this time around and I don't have so many issues. Can you all see the screen? Our AKITS page. So we are going to start with our head office one, and then obviously for the two branches as well that we're helping at the moment, Underberg and South Coast, to really start by giving this a once over cleanup. Kayla can also explain how important it is what you call your Instagram and your Facebook page, what you write and about us, even to the point of your actual picture here. And then we started now adding little things like that, which Kayla has done for us, which is that little reel I showed you before. When someone visits your page for the first time, it's nice for them to be able to click on a contact us and see a past story or reel that's been posted, and then quickly have all your information without having to click on your bio, to click on your website, to go and find your name on your number. It's all here in this little story. So we've just showed that one, so I won't show the whole one again, but just to explain on your page where everyone gets to see. And then obviously you can see here, this is specifically Instagram. Anything that I post on Instagram for AKITS Real Estate automatically feeds through to Facebook. Whether it's an image or a story or a reel or a video, it's linked with each other. So that's also something that we can help you with, is to create an Instagram page if you don't have one, and then also to create, sync it with your Facebook. We're advising everyone at this stage to do both, because you are missing out on a completely different audience of people that are using only Instagram and not Facebook, particularly referring to your kind of like 25 to 35-year-old age bracket. Facebook is so yesterday in that age category, and that might not be clients in your area, but I'm just saying we're trying to use both the social media platforms so that we can reach the massive amount of target markets. You've got posts, which is your images, as you can see here. We already started changing it up a bit. So if you go down to previous weeks, it's a lot of enjoy your weekend, hello Wednesday, World Humanitarian Day, weekend, quotes. It's not really drawing in a potential buyer or seller. And even though it's very pretty and it's very nice, it's not really going to have the effect that we want. So going back up to this week, we're just being a little bit more intentional. So from a head office point of view, we don't have an agent or an office to showcase as particular. So we're going to change it up and showcase our different branches, franchises every week. So this week we did the Bluff. And if you click on it, we did a little write-up on them, gave their details. Next week it will be Hillcrest. The week after it will be Westville, and so on forth. And we'll just change that up a bit. So this would be different to your individual office. So talking about AKITS Westville as an example, you would be showcasing your individual agents here. So you're introducing the public to your team. So you would have an agent post. I'll show you an example of one shortly. And then basically now today we shared something about home design tips. Tomorrow it will be something different. So just to illustrate where we're getting with changing it up a little bit, I'm just going to go to the KZN South Coast one I created, very recent, so it's very new. There's not a lot of followers on it yet, but this is the agent post we did for Sharon, who's one of the agents on the South Coast. It's just a little picture, meet Sharon, property practitioner, and which office she's linked to. And then we asked her for a little write-up. So You can go and read that in your own time, basically just telling everyone a little bit about herself and giving her details should they want to contact her. So that's just an example of an agent post. And then we just talking also about reels. This was Jonathan that visited the Renishaw Hills retirement village, and he just made a little live video whilst he was there, adding in some content priced from, and people are actually now interacting with that and saying, you know, where is this? Can I get some more details? That's on Jonathan's actual Instagram page, where they then commented. I reshared it onto here because it pulls back into that area. So it's really just showing you guys today what can be done. I'd like to quickly hop onto Acres Underberg. I know we've got Poppet on the call as well. They've recently interacted with Kayla a little bit. So I'm going to actually ask you to unmute yourself, Pop, and just to tell us a little bit of your your last week or two of Kayla doing some carousels and reels for you guys, teaching you a few little bits. What has your take on it been in the last week or two?
So it's been so much fun. I've learned a lot about just like the wording and the spacing, and also the hashtagging, how far those posts get, and then also just introducing us to the reels, which we've done like a virtual tour basically, which we try and save for a Sunday. Kayla's been great at creating the content with the logo, and then I'll give her the video and she'll put it all together with some music and what have you. So it's very attractive, and it's great to see like that we've got a plan with the social media, a bit of consistency throughout, and yeah, with just our branding, and yeah, I'm loving it. It's great fun.
Awesome. So this is one of the ones that Poppet is referring to. This was one of their new soul mandates. So Kayla put together this little video. Again, we early stages, so you know we need to tweak it here or there a little bit, but it's all about just starting the process and getting it out there. And you will see the different hashtags as well. It's really specific to that property. So instead of just saying acres or real estate, it's property for sale in Underberg. It's an income earner. It's a stone cottage. It's in the KZN area, tying back to country life. It's got beautiful views of KZN. So without going onto the listing, we've already pulled through a lot of information on the actual reels, if that makes sense. And then I just wanted to say, whilst up, congratulations for passing your PDE exam, 81%. That's
Thank you.
Well done. So,
also.
again,
So
I
don't say anything to I will speak to Neo.
just basically advising your clients and letting them know what you've been up to. This is a good key selling point for an agent. If they've passed their PDE exam, clients now know that you are not only an intern, you are now actually a fully qualified, full status property practitioner is the new terminology. So yeah, today was really just an introduction to explain and share with you guys what we are going to be doing. And we are going to, like us, send out to the group and showed you guys what we are going to be providing you with, and then what you can then outsource through either doing it yourself in-house, and we can give you the templates, or you can utilize between head office and Kayla to actually do it for you. There isn't a specific package set and you have to choose that one. What I've said to Kayla, everyone's needs are really, really different. So it's almost like she needs to have a one-on-one with you, and I'm happy to be on that as well. And she can then hear what your immediate needs are in terms of social media, and if it is something that she can help you with. Like I said, it will be a team effort between head office, because we need to provide Kayla with the content, but where she will be valuable is actually setting up Instagram, Facebook pages for you and actively posting on them every day. So there's a small budget that's allocated to her for her time to do that. And then you can also do a small budget for paid for posts and adverts. So if you've got a sole mandate and we've now done a beautiful story or a reel for you, Kayla's going to put it on Instagram. It feeds through to Facebook. You maybe want to go and promote that actual advert and put a 250 Rand budget over the next week or over the next month, that it will appear on people's pages when they log in as an advert. So that is obviously something just to think about. I know that Underberg does 250 Rand for a 3-month SOL mandate and 500 Rand for a 6-month SOL mandate. And that's actually part of their SOL mandate presentation when they go and meet with their clients. And it's something that's worked really, really well for them. But then you need to honor that promise. So something just to think about and brainstorm, whether you're an agent that works independently or whether you're part of an office or a branch or a franchise. Each person and office's needs would be a little bit different. So we, between myself and Kayla, would almost customize a package for you should you want to use the service. And by all means, it's something that you can actually do on your own. You don't have to use us to do it. I'm just putting it out there because there are people that have asked me, I don't have the time to do it. Please, can you guys help? So before we say goodbye, because we've got a few minutes left, I just wanted to chat through the rest of September. So tomorrow we're going to be showcasing a little bit of the history of ACITS. Kayla came to the Propman office and she went through the archives with Jonathan. So we want to be really specific about that and intentional. And then recently sold property. This is the following day you would put a property that you've sold, because it also shows your buyers and your sellers that you're successful. You don't just have listings all the time. You've actually sold properties. Whether you want to do it as a photograph with the people that have bought it or just an image of the property with sold on it. Then we will provide you with a little weekend post. Then for the Sundays, you can do your showcase your properties that's on show. Monday, we'll provide you with a nice quote. Tuesday, we're going to do a buyer's tip, extracting information from our buyer's guide. And then obviously you can do an agent post again the following day, introducing someone from your team. We will be introducing another office in the group. On the 22nd, a fun fact about your area. You can get really creative with this one. On the weekend, again, it's just a weekend post. Then on that Saturday, we've got Heritage Day, which we'll provide you something with. Property on show again on the Sunday. And then it's National Pancake Day on the 26th. We're going to try and get really creative with this one and possibly do a video with the boys flipping a pancake and stick our ACITS logo on that. And then why a SOL mandate? Again, we will provide you with that to post, also extracting information from our buyers and sellers guide. So that's basically it in a nutshell for today, guys. It's just an introductory. I really just wanted to explain a little bit more about it. We've got just under 2 minutes left. I don't know if anyone has any more questions for me for today. Are we all good? Just a show of hands.
All good, thank you.
If you put it in the comment box, is this something you guys would like to do on a more regular basis? Maybe get together once a month and chat about social media on a Zoom meeting like this? If that's the case, just put up your hand, give me a thumbs up, or put a message in the comment box. And then I will, anybody that is looking for me or Kayla to help them put together a package, please just send me a private message and we can get that set up for you guys. And then I will advise on a date and a time for the next meeting. Great. Thanks, everyone. Have a wonderful day and we'll chat soon. Happy posting. Bye.
Thanks, bye.
Cheers. Cheers, guys.
Thanks. Bye, guys. Thank you. Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.